Hey everybody, it's me, not a YouTuber, back with a new video. It's been a while since I've done any videos. Been pretty busy with this coronavirus thing, this pandemic. Been working a lot from home and stuff. But this thing came today, and I was so excited that I need to open this thing, put it together, and let you all know what it's about. Well, this thing, as you can see in front of you, there is the Lego Nintendo Entertainment System, and look how cool it is. It came out just a couple days ago, August 1st I think it was. My wife bought it for me as a surprise. I think it was a very late Father's Day gift or something, I don't know, but look at how cool it is. It is so awesome. That's not a thumbs up, that's a point. I'm pointing. Look at how cool it is. It looks just the same as the old school Nintendo Entertainment System. I had a TV just like this rickety old busted up TV. I remember I had that in my room. It was my uncle's old TV, and a TV just like that. And I hooked up my Nintendo to it, and it was awful playing anything on this thing because it was so fuzzy, and I think the picture didn't even fit and everything. But I mean, it is what we had. We weren't the richest of people, and so this is so nostalgic for me that the fact that she got it was awesome, and a perfect gift for me because I love this thing. I enjoy my Lego, and I'm just really excited to open it. But before we get into that, in case you don't know anything about this thing, it's as you can see right there, oh no, that's the model number. 2646 pieces. This thing cost, I think it was $300 or something like that. I don't know. You can check it online. This is in Canada, so its Canadian pricing is a little bit different than American. I'm just going to flip this around right now. It's really heavy, it's really big, so I got to film it really weird like this. So you see that you can actually put the cartridge in there. You actually play a game, so you crank this little thing right there, and then the screen moves, and little Mario moves up and down. The back of the TV, look at that realistic, that sticker, and then the RCA inputs, or whatever they're called, this little, like, antenna to get like the cheap channels or the free channels or whatever. It's hilarious. When I saw this first, when they announced it, I couldn't stop laughing. I was so excited to even it being in existence. And if you decide to pick this up, my wife was so kind as to buy this Mario something starter kit that comes with this funny Mario. You stick it on top like that and it'll play sound. See, check this out. Look at that. Pretty funny, huh? So it'll play music as you... Okay, Mario.
See you later.
Alright, see you later. You put that on top of the TV, and it'll play the music and I guess the jumping sounds that Mario does. It uses Bluetooth and all this kind of stuff. I'm not sure how it works so well with this particular thing. I think there's a little sticker, and it's a code. Like when you see Mario has this light thing. See that? It reads like colors and codes and stuff like that. And so first what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this up. I'm not going to do a stop motion thing as I normally do because this looks pretty complicated. It might take me like a day between watching the kids and putting this together while keeping the kids away from it. So I'm going to open it up, show you what's inside, and then I'm going to put it together. I'm going to come back and do a review and stuff on it. Maybe I'll have some footage of the putting together process, but I'm not sure if it'll work because I'm not a YouTuber, I'm not a pro at this. So let's see if I can open this up. A box cutter, Advil. See, I used to work at a drugstore. You just get these things, they're awesome. Alright, I'm going to use this, very carefully cut this. One thing you don't want to do is wreck the box. That's what I hate. My pet peeve when I get something new like this is when the box gets wrecked, because the box is, to me, almost as cool as the thing inside it. The box that it actually, you buy it, not the Amazon shipping box or whatever. Because it has all the pictures, has all the cool stuff, and it's kind of like proof that you had it and you took care of it. And you see, like when you buy retro toys and stuff, right? Like if it's in the box, it's worth so much more because the box is cool. And also just because it wasn't molested by... Look at all this stuff. This is huge. So it's just a bunch of bags in here. Oh man. You know, if I were a real YouTuber, I'd have this way better setup than this, but so there's a bunch of bags. Let's say there's at least 16. I don't know if you can see that. 16. I'm gonna keep taking these out. It's just bag after bag. Oh no. Okay. And there's a box in here. There's a box in the box. Alright, I'm gonna move this aside. Put this here. So there's this box with more. Where'd my knife go? Did I have my knife right here? Oh, here it is. Okay, I'm gonna cut this open. Nice and easy. This box isn't as nice as the outside one, of course, but it's still pretty cool. That shit's not going in. Here's the book. Looks like it comes with a sticker, I guess, for the game cartridge. The sticker for the back of the TV. Oh my gosh. So at least 21 bags. And this piece here. This is a lot of pieces. It's just falling all over the place. So hopefully I'll be able to get this done before everyone has a video on this thing. And alright. Well, I'll see you guys soon. It'll probably take 2 seconds for you, but maybe 2 or 3 days for me. Alright. Hey guys, I'm back. It's been about 2 days since I started recording. Took about two nights to put this all together. And that's waiting for the kids to go to sleep, so I have some peace and quiet, and building while they're awake takes a little bit longer because they want to help and all this kind of stuff. And if you with kids, you know that kids, when they try to help you build Lego, it's more about yeah, it's just more about parenting than anything else. Yeah, it's been 2 days. I think total build time was probably about 4.5 to 5 hours, and that's with the kids kind of bugging me in there and stuff. If the kids weren't in the picture and I was just sitting there focused, maybe about 4 hours. I think there is a lot of detail. There's a lot of pieces like that 2,000 or 2,600. I mean, this is pieces very detailed. Like I said, I mean, this controller, I think it said, is to scale, so it's 1-to-1 to the original. It's really cool. It feels just like the original, like I think it is, because I used to play a lot, and this is exactly how I used to feel in my hand. I mean, I remember these sharp corners would just kind of, where I would rest my knuckles on. I remember it just felt just like this. And I mean, I wish I could push the buttons. I mean, I can push them, but they don't depress or anything. Yeah, but I can still, you know, up, down, left, right, BA, star. I think everyone who reviews this is going to make that joke, up, down, left, right, BA, star, the old Konami code and everything. This does plug in. It just uses friction to plug in. It's kind of cool. It almost feels like magnets. It clicks in really well. You go 1 or 2. I do wish they had 2 controllers to make it more authentic. If you remember, the original did come with 2 controllers. This one only comes with 1, but that's okay. Yeah, if it came with 2, that would have been really, really sweet, but it is what it is. The Mario Brothers cartridge, as the original, it came with that. It does fit in, and it locks exactly like the original did. And another thing that I thought was really cool about the Mario cartridge is, if you remember, I don't know if you call it a ROM card, like the motherboard type thing, which wasn't really a motherboard, whatever. It was green, if you remember, inside. And this, I don't know if you can see it, but it's green in there. And I thought that, nice touch, Lego, to remember that the chip or whatever, the cartridge, like I forget what you call it, whatever. But yeah, it was just green. It had the golden contacts, and it was green inside. And they did that, and I thought it was really, really neat. If it had gold in there, that would be even cooler. And another joke that every reviewer is going to do is this. Because you always have to blow it, or you don't always have to, but as the game got old, you blow into it, and it would work better. At least that's what everyone thought was the case, but who knows. Anyway, well done on this thing. And then when I was showing this to my kids, I realized that this plate can actually just pop right off like that. So it's really easy. Pops right off, and you can show how the locking mechanism works in here. It doesn't work when it's not flat, but yeah, there you go. So you can show that, how that works. I don't think it's supposed to do that, but it's not too hard. You see the power, the reset button, everything very, very authentic looking, how it used to look, to attention to detail, like the audio video outputs. I think this was supposed to connect to the coax. There was the channel 3 or channel 4 switch and the power thing. All that stuff is pretty cool. You can see it's very, very just authentic looking. It looks just like how the Nintendo Entertainment System looked back in the day. I wish I had my old one so I can kind of compare and show. I can tell that it's a bit smaller, but everything else, I mean, it just looks so much like the original. One thing I didn't like though is on the lid here. You see the Nintendo Entertainment on these plates right here, and it's also the same right here. I wish the system plate it lined up better. I noticed this in the pictures when I saw the promos for this set. I don't know if you can see that, but it doesn't line up. So the top of the Nintendo, and then it goes up a little bit for the system plate. And I wish they just had it more, like had it flush, so it's consistent. It isn't like that, and as I was putting it together, I realized why. It's because they have this little lip here that helps you lift up the lid. This little lip is a special piece, and I guess when they designed it, it just happened that it's just off by like a millimeter or something. And maybe they thought no one's going to notice or whatever. I do wish that it was, but after a while, I did get used to it, I'll be honest. I got used to it. I don't even see it anymore. But maybe you do. Maybe when you look at it, you're like, oh, what is up with that if you're OCD like I am? Another cool thing about the console is that there's a little Easter egg here. So if you pull this, I didn't know this until I put it together. You pull this off, and there's kind of sort of like a replica of World 1-2 in the original Super Mario Brothers. And if you remember, they have these platforms near the end, and where you go into the pipe, which will take you up to the flag to finish the level. But if you ride the platform all the way to the top and jump over and run to the end, and then there's the hidden warp zone there, and it takes you to World 2, 3, or 4. So that was a really nice touch that they did that. So just kind of a little Easter egg for the huge fans. I thought it was pretty cool. Anyway, here we'll go to the TV now, and the TV, there's a crank here, and you make Mario kind of go through the level. I really appreciate this. Like I said, I had a TV just like this when I was a kid that I had to play my games on and stuff. There's low-tech branding here. Mine wasn't low-tech branding. I think it was a Sony or something, but it's funny how they did that. There is an antenna back here. Oops. Yeah, there you go. So there's an antenna back here, and it has a little clip here, just like the old school TVs. There's a speaker grill here. There's a channel dial. Listen. It actually clicks, which is super cool. There's other dials here that don't click, and they do turn, but it's only because it's because they're not stuck on like that. And so you crank this, and I don't know if you can hear that, but there's a tiny click to make it sound like a reel kind of thing, and that's actually artificial. There's a piece back there that sits on the gear, so when you turn it, it actually bounces, and so it makes that kind of clicking sound. So that's kind of funny. I wonder if you can take it off and make it stealth mode or something. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I do wish that the scene was exactly like World 1-1, or at least part of it, but it isn't. I mean, any fan, you can see like there was never a coin kind of on top of the steps like that. I don't know. Oh, I can't go backwards. It doesn't really go backwards. See that? It has to go forward. I don't remember a star being like that with, I remember the star being on top, or the Goombas, and otherwise a random shell there. And there's a mushroom and random shell here. I don't know why they have these random shells, and maybe that was the Japanese version. I know the Japanese version of Mario 2 was a little bit different. It's called the Lost Levels in North America. But from, I mean, there's a Super Mario, the branding here. You would think that they'll at least have an accurate depiction. And I wish that's what it was, but it isn't, but whatever. I do like how the details here are very, very consistent. Not like the lid here, but you see there's squares, and then rectangles and squares, and then horizontally the lines, they match up as well as possible. I know there's clouds here, so it kind of breaks up those lines, but still they try to keep it as consistent as possible, even with how they use the pieces or put the pieces in, and it kind of gives you that feel of the like the 8-bit feel, because the huge giant pixels on your screen is kind of like each brick is a huge giant pixel, and that's kind of cool. I really like how that is. And just looking at it, it makes me feel all weepy and nostalgic inside. I mentioned earlier about the Mario that you can put on here and play the sounds and stuff. And I just realized that my daughter changed Mario's hat. She took off his hat and put this is Bowser Jr.'s hat. It's like a little fezzy. Anyways, so you can put this on top and it'll play music and stuff. There is a plate here that covers where this Mario can sit, and if you just kind of put your finger here, push it down, it'll pop off like that. So you just turn this on, put it on the, just kind of it'll play that opening music. Then you put it down here. You move it down here, and it'll read a color under here that moves with the scene itself. So, I took too long. Okay, I gotta start again. And now, see, I got that coin. Here I go, I stomp on the Goomba, listen to this. Hear that? I get the sheet, the star, hit the shell, get the mushroom. So it has all the sound effects, just like the real game. And it's pretty cool how they did this. I mean, it's put a lot of thought into this to make it more fun, more immersive or whatever. It is kind of gimmicky. See that it has that end sound too when you hit the flag. It is kind of gimmicky, but it's just kind of fun. I mean, I think it's fun for the kids to hear the sounds, and it is kind of neat. But if you had to get one or the other, I would most definitely get the system instead. I mean, this is fun, but it's not as fun to me, at least, than as this set here. If you look at the back here, they have all the connections too. Like, I mean, I think this was power. Then they have the AV inputs and maybe a coax input or something. This is the antenna. Like it pivots on here really well. And there's even the little hook thing. I don't know if you had that in your old TV, but a little hook thing to hold the antenna down. I guess for transport or something. I always had to have it up to get those free channels. To get the proper reception and stuff, but this sticker always cracks me up. Low-tech branding. Yeah, so this set it's pretty cool. I really do appreciate, like I said, the detail and stuff, and just how they just paid attention to everything, and they made it feel so authentic. Like with like even with the lines here, the bars, the fins here, the cooling fins, everything. It's just so nostalgic. If you grew up with Nintendo Entertainment System like I did, this will bring back a lot of memories, and fond memories of just sitting around playing games all the time, which I guess a lot of us are doing now during this pandemic. But I do recommend this if you can get your hands on it. I wouldn't pay more than retail, however, but if you can get your hands on this, do so, because it's a lot of fun. The build was really fun, and it's just a really, really cool set. I really recommend it. That's my review. If you have any questions, please do leave them down in the comments. I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. Otherwise, there's like a million other videos on this probably on YouTube, so you can check those out too. But I do thank you for watching, getting this far. This is Not a YouTuber, signing off. Peace.